when people fuck up, they have reasons for fucking up. It's not always just because, they're bad people or they want to hurt the person they're with. Sometimes they feel like, there's people like me and like many other people that fall victim to wanting to help someone that is weaker than them. So sometimes, check this out. I mean, if you're really happy with somebody, you know what I mean? Then you almost have to worry sometimes, because when there are people that fall victim to the fact that if you see other people that are not as happy as you are, you want them to be happy. And sometimes that could lead to situations that are not so desirable. You might fall for someone, you might cheat, you might have a kind of a relationship with somebody on a mental or even physical level that you didn't necessarily intend on having, just because you feel bad. And you want to help that person, and you can't confuse the two. Confusing the two is a fucking no. I gotta tell you, this is part of the secret. Let's talk about exposure. It's all about what you guys expose to yourself. There's a saying like, you are what you eat. I mean, I'm not the kind of person that goes out every single night and goes to parties and bars and hangs out with a lot of people and does all that stuff. I would rather build my future with a small group of people that I love and trust. I got nothing against people who go out and drink every night and party every night and do what they got to do, and then they go work and they do their job. But are they really fulfilling their entire dream? If it is human nature for everyone to be accepted and everyone wants to be loved, and if working to have a great relationship with someone else is part of your goal, then tell yourself that it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job, and then you have your other full-time job and anything else that comes around there, and there are only 24 hours in a day. So now what do? You have to make priorities. Exposure, meaning if you guys are always hanging out in clubs in order to find happiness, or you're always going around, hanging around lots of people and stuff, then chances are something happening in that relationship that is negative, if you guys are not really like this, are more than if they're not. If you're always flying in a plane 7 days a week, your chances of being in a plane accident are more than if you never fly at all. I don't want to be extremist about this, but I think that's also part of the problem, because people are always, hiding behind, always looking for better. What do you mean looking for better? Better is something you build. Better is like something you work on. Better is like you start by finding something that you like or love, then you water it, you hone it, and then it becomes better. It's not like, I'm madly in love with the person that I'm with, but it doesn't mean that I've reached the peak of my love. As a matter of fact, I'm discovering new stuff, and she's discovering new stuff about me every day. That's the beautiful thing, that the love never stops. Like music, you never stop getting better. If you do, then why should you carry on? Everything else will be repetition after that. That's the beautiful thing. You got to discover stuff together. I don't care whether you're watching movies, videos, and then going to have a discussion on it, and then going to make love, But like, your life has got to be well-rounded. Some relationships are strictly sexually based. That means, you guys got together because, oh my God, there's fire, and they mistake sex for love. Easy to do in the beginning of a relationship. Feeling good equals, oh, I love you. It doesn't work like that, because you're going to be waking up next to this person for the rest of your life, supposedly, right? If it's your soulmate. Remember one thing. It is really, really easy to be complicated. The hardest thing is to stay simple. Because simplicity equals experience. And you just have to accept. Some people out there just keep looking for more and more and better when they already have the greatest thing in front of them. You just need to work on it a little more. Our relationship is sacred. It is one of the most sacred and the most sacred thing, shall I say, that is in my life. I live, breathe, and would kill for this person. without even thinking twice. I look at this person like I just met her yesterday, and I admire her, I love her, and I would do anything in the world for her. Give up anything in the world for her. Without being like a wussy. You know what I mean? I'm not owned. The great thing is she's got her office, I've got my office, and we've got our community room that we can get together and do anything we want in. And that's the beautiful thing. And I work with this person all year round. You gotta let them have their own space. Here's your space, here's my space, here's our space. Let's do our thing. And I can't even begin to tell you how wonderful it is. I wish this on every single person out there. I really think that 3/4 of that stuff is unnecessary. It's okay to have issues and deep-rooted issues. But when you're with the right person, that person will understand and will try and help you work through it. And if it was meant to be, and you guys are strong enough, then what's going to happen is 100% sure you guys are making this come down. And you will feel hopefully like I feel. I feel like shit, man. Like it's Romeo and Juliet 3000. Over the years, she's just calmed me down and educated me in spiritual ways that I've never thought possible. We're all going down anyways. Remember that, right? So while we're here, let's be nice to each other. Let's love each other the best way we can. And I wish everybody out there the most beautiful relationship. Whether it's a friend, even my friends, I got to tell you, I got like certain friends that I hang out with and stuff. Very few. I went through a point where I just eliminated, eliminated a bunch of people, like I've told you in other videos. But that feels good because after the pain comes the feel good, And the most important thing is even your very close friends. I've gotten back together with a friend of mine, Mario, my best friend from when I was like 17. I played in a band with him. We sounded so hot. It was the best band I've ever been in. And because of the internet, he found me like 25 years later almost. And we're back together doing music again. And I mean, when I think of this guy, all I can do is get fuzzy, warm feelings and think of my youth around this guy. And I tell him, dude, I'm so happy that you're in my life because you really, really anchor me. And I love him. You know what I mean? Like my brother, like my father, like my friend. My incredible assistant, Sebastian, which is like, I keep calling him my son that I'm never gonna have, and if I did have a son, it would be just like him. He is the most loyal, incredible kid that I could ever be with, and I love him. You know what I mean? And I love his girlfriend Annabelle. When you have that kind of feeling, I gotta tell you, you feel like you can conquer the world. So that is one of the reasons I get so motivated, because I've been blessed. Love goes a long way when it comes to motivation. All this positive stuff is going in all your directions. Use it, take it, tell the person that you're with right now that you love them. Call them up right now on the phone. Surprise them. When you feel good, you're gonna look good, okay? And if you look good and you feel good, everybody else feels it, okay? And then everybody wants to be part of that vibe. And everybody can take from that vibe and apply it to themselves, spread it to others, and then everybody becomes happy. Because I gotta tell you that being in love and having the perfect relationship is definitely one of everybody's personal dreams. And I wish it on you guys. So, on that note, peace out. I thank you guys for watching. And you guys rock.